this video, we will learn how to start and stop the iS7 drive. There are ACC and DC start as start methods, and DEC, DC brake, free run, and power braking as the stop methods. ACC is a common acceleration method, and if no additional function is selected, drive accelerates to the target frequency by reflecting the acceleration time when the operation command is entered. The DC start applies a DC voltage to the motor and then accelerates. The DEC stop method is a typical deceleration stop method, and if no function is selected, drive decelerates to 0 Hz to reflect the deceleration time. Use the DC brake stop method if you want to stop the motor by applying a direct current voltage at the set frequency during deceleration. The free run stop function turns off the drive output when the operation command is off. When the operation command is off, the drive output turns off, and the load stops when residual inertia is removed completely. The power braking stop adjusts the deceleration gradient level or reaccelerates the motor in order to reduce the regenerated energy. Power braking can be used when short deceleration times are needed without brake resistors, or when optimum deceleration is needed without causing an overvoltage fault trip. Start and stop methods can be set according to the characteristics of the loads that use the machine brakes, such as fans, pumps, and lifts. Let's find out about how to set up the start. The ACC acceleration start is a typical acceleration method, and if no additional function is selected, drive accelerates to the target frequency by reflecting the acceleration time when the operation command is entered. Press the Mode key and select 0 ACC at ADV7 Start Mode. The DC start accelerates after applying a DC voltage to the motor for a set period of the DC start time. If the motor continues to rotate due to inertia, DC braking will stop the motor, allowing the motor to accelerate from a stop. This can be used if a constant torque is required, even after the machine brakes are opened under a vertical load that applies the machine brakes. ADV13 DC injection level can be set on a motor-rated current basis and must be set to a value within the inverter rated current. Press the Mode key and select 1 DC start at ADV7 Start Mode. When the DC start is set at ADV7, ADV12 DC start time, and ADV13 DC injection level are activated. At ADV12 DC start time, press the Program Enter key to set the time using the directions keys. The time setting can be set from 0 to 60 seconds, depending on the facility state. Press the Program Enter key on the ADV13 DC injection level and set the DC injection level using the directions keys, then press Program Enter key to complete the setup. The DC injection level can be set from 0 to 200%, depending on the state of the machine. Let's learn how to set the stop method. Deceleration stop is a general stop mode. If there are no extra settings applied, the motor decelerates to 0 Hz and stops. Let's use the keypad to learn about DEC stop. In ADV8 stop mode, you can set the stop method by pressing the Program Enter key. Use the directions keys to go to 0 DEC and press the Program Enter key to complete the setup. The DC brake stop method allows the motor to be fully stopped by applying DC braking, allowing it to move by high-speed inertia even after a stop. Set 1 DC brake at ADV8 stop mode. The frequency set by ADV17 DC brake frequency is the corresponding frequency level to apply a DC voltage to the motor. When the corresponding frequency level is reached during deceleration, drive applies DC voltage and stop. ADV14 DC block time sets the time to turn off the drive output before starting DC braking. ADV15 DC brake time sets the time to apply a DC voltage to the motor. The ADV16 DC brake level can be set by adjusting the amount of DC braking on the motor's rated current basis. Use the keypad to learn how to set the DC brake stop. Press the Program Enter key on ADV8 stop mode to enter where you can set the stop method. Move to 1 DC brake and press the Program Enter key to activate the DC brake related parameters. In ADV14 DC block time, press the Program Enter key to display the screen where you can set the time. Set the time using the directions keys and press Program Enter key to complete this setup. The drive output cutoff time setting can be set from 0 to 60 seconds depending on the state of the machine. Press the Program Enter key in ADV15 DC brake time to display a screen that allows you to set the time. Set the time using the directions keys and press Program Enter key to complete this setup. The DC voltage supply time can be set from 0 to 60 seconds depending on the facility state. Pressing the Program Enter key on the ADV16 DC brake level will bring up a screen for setting DC braking. Set it using the directions keys and press Program Enter key to complete the setup. The DC brake level can be set from 0 to 200% depending on the condition of the installation. Press the Program Enter key on ADV17 DC brake frequency to display a screen for setting the frequency. Set it using the directions keys and press Program Enter key to complete the setup. The DC brake frequency can be set from 0 to 60 Hz on the application. The free run stop function turns off the drive output when the operation command is off. When there is high inertia on the output side and the motor is operating at high speed, the load's inertia will cause the motor to continue rotating even after the drive output is blocked. The free run stop function blocks the drive output when stopped, which has the same effect as line start motor. The use of the free run stop prevents regenerative energy from entering drive and does not cause overvoltage trip. Let's learn how to set up a free run stop using the keypad. Pressing the Program Enter key in ADV8 stop mode opens a screen where you can set the stop method. Use the direction keys to move the cursor to 2 free run and press the Program Enter key to complete the setup of the free run function. The power braking stop controls the deceleration slope by adjusting or accelerating again to reduce the regenerative energy if the DC voltage of the drive rises above a certain level by motor regenerative energy. This function can be set and used when a short deceleration time is required without additional braking resistance and braking unit. Be careful because the deceleration time may be longer than the set deceleration time, and when used for loads with frequent deceleration, the motor may cause a loss due to overheating. Let's learn how to set the stop after DC braking using the keypad. Pressing the Program Enter key in ADV8 stop mode will display a screen where you can set the stop method. Using the directions keys, go to 4 Power Braking and press the Program Enter key to complete the power braking setup. We have learned how to start and stop on iS7.